we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. A new era begins here in Indy as the Jags and Colts are underway to begin the new season.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
19 tight, 19 tight.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Taken down at the 42. So this, a great matchup here in Indy. You get a divisional game right out of the gate. But Charles, what do you see in store for these two teams in 2023?
Indianapolis trying to get themselves reestablished as a playoff team, but they've kind of hit the reset button a little bit. While Jacksonville, coming off of a big finish in 2022, they believe they're the team to beat in the AFC South.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Richardson looking to throw this.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there.
And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
Hard throw, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Flushed out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide-open receiver.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence.
And that is caught. Hits Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Lawrence will throw.
A short throw to Ingram. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Calvin Ridley, 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. On the draw is Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Ready? Track and 60. Ready?
On 1st down, Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Jags are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 35.
It's a gain of 35. First down, Jacksonville.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
A short throw to Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A give to Etienne running right.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 36.
24-yard gain on the play.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. He's got room at the 30.
And finally marked down at the 23. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Lawrence going to get this to Etienne.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
Escape, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack.
Lawrence.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Richardson on 3rd and short. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Richardson working from the gun. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down.
Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Now Richardson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Intercepted by the Jaguars. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Kirk. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Colts nothing.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And some room to work.
And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Room here to run. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Colts 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Richardson looking to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And the Jaguars are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
Dancing to his left. Completes it to Evan Ingram. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports
so both of these
halftime
coaching
report.
staffs
Coach.
likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Samson Abukum. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll be out right at the 35. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the move to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 35.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson.
Forced out to his left.
Pass out left, caught by Woods.
It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Chris Boyd in there to make the play.
Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60. Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Richardson.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Anthony Richardson
With his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it.
Now Lawrence.
Man open, here is Jones. A big pickup of 38. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
On play action, Lawrence.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 24-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Jaguars are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Play action. Now Richardson.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Running left, Taylor.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They go play action with Richardson.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson
making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Gay is on for the point after. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 14-yard line.
They'll look to ETN to start things out.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Lawrence from his end zone.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Sets up a 1st down and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now 1st and goal. Now Richardson.
Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
18 Radley.
Richardson to throw it.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Gay's kick is good.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.